Ciao guys, welcome back to the bianconerizonechannel for another video. It's gonna be a preview for our game against Salernitana. So the last game before the international break. So the last preview for the international break. Before we get into it, as always, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that bell notification on so you stay notified for our latest videos. And yeah, we will get into it. It's Salernitana. Before we go into that game, I will say, like, the disappointment, what happened on Wednesday is still there. I believe it's still there within the club. So with the players, I think it will be there with the fans tomorrow, and you will feel that. The players will feel it. So that's that. It's no excuse, but I just want to, you need to move on. It's a game. We need to win that game at home. Also because Milan won, Napoli won, Inter dropped points. I don't think that's really important for us. Only the fact that they could get dragged into a top 4 race, that's maybe positive, but finishing 4th, 3rd, or 2nd is the same. If you don't win, you don't win, for me personally. So for me, it's not that deep. If Milan would have dropped points, then maybe it could have been something, but no. Tomorrow we need to win. Now, I think everybody expects a reaction from the team, me included, but I don't think we're gonna get one we all are hoping for. Just because of the team we will play, you see the lineup. We will get into the lineup, but not just because of that. I think the moment, the result on Sunday, took away a lot out of these players. It's because it's a very disappointing result. It is. I think nobody within the club expected us to not go to lose against Villarreal in that fashion, in that way. So it hurts. It will hurt. If it hurts for us, it should hurt for the players. I do believe it will hurt for the players, and they will have that on their mind. So I think the first 10 minutes will be very nervous, very sloppy, unless they surprise me. I don't know, but I don't think it's gonna happen. So let's see for that. Now, Salernitana, they're going down. They're going to Serie B straight. They're not gonna make it unless, I don't know what happens. But if you're they're not gonna make it. I don't know how many points do they have. I know they're sitting last, but I didn't check how many points they have. I will check now. Let me see, because they have 16 points, and Cagliari, who are sitting in 17th place, they have 9 points more. Salernitana do have 3 games in hand, but one is against us already, and then they need to win the other games. It's a long shot. Yeah, they have a chance, but they're not a good team. They're actually a very bad team. Let's be honest. I don't want to jinx it, but Allegri tried to hype it up, but even he was struggling in the end. He said they took away points from Milan, which they did. So credit to them. They did. So you need to credit it for them. They draw a lot of games, especially the last 6 games. They draw 5. I don't know, something like that. I need to check. So let me see. Okay, so they won away to Salernitana. That was when the season restarted. So the games in hand are away to Udinese and home against Venezia. So they won against Verona. They lost against Lazio. They lost against Napoli. They drew Spezia. They drew Genoa. They drew Milan. They drew Bologna. They lost 5-0 to Inter, and they drew Sassuolo. So I don't think they're gonna come to town and roll out the red carpet for us and say beat us down. I don't think it's gonna happen. Inter did it. I would say good for him. It's good for him, but I don't think it's gonna happen tomorrow. I think they will put up a very good fight, especially those teams in relegation battle. They're not gonna go down easy. It happened against Inter, but usually it really doesn't happen. They lose games, but not in that fashion against Inter. So they will go for it. I believe they will go for it because at the start of the season, they know we need to pick up the points against our competitions. It's Venezia, Spezia, those teams. They don't go into the Milan games and Napoli games or Inter games, Juve games with we need to take points off them. If we do, great, but it's not the end of the world because we need to take the points off those other teams. So I think they will come to the stadium and play freely. I do believe that. Because yeah, they have something to lose, but at the end of the day, if they lose to us, it's not a shame. Like, it's not that the club will go in total meltdown over there. Like, what happens? What happened? You know, you lost against a top team, quote unquote. So they're not gonna come to the stadium and say, you know what, just beat us and we'll go back home. So they will put up a good fight, I believe. Now we go into our lineup, and that's sponsored by Sportening. As you can see, Sportening is a live score app. You can check the news. We have a group chat on it, so you can join the group chat, and you can do the player ratings. You can pick your 11. You can share that in the group chat, so it's a lot of fun. Scan the QR code, and it will take you straight to it. So it's free also. So do that. Also, the link is in the description if the QR code doesn't work, but it's easier for the QR code because it's an app, so you're on the phone already. Now the starting 11. As you know, Locatelli has tested positive, so he's not there. So he's not playing. The lineup, the predicted one, again, it's predicted one. It can change completely. Perin is starting, we know that. Then it's the Ligt. Chiellini apparently gets a start. De Sciglio in a back three, so it's 3-5-2. Quadrado, Danilo in midfield, Arthur, Rabiot, Pellegrini, Vlahovic, and up top, Dybala is back. Now, I'll say one thing. Do I think this is going to be the lineup? No. And people say, of course you don't think that because Danilo won't play in midfield. I actually think he will. I don't believe Chiellini and Dybala will start. That's my if. But I do believe Danilo will start in midfield. And that's, for me, a big issue. He's not a midfielder, period. He isn't. He's a right back. He plays center back out of necessity. He did that well. I get that, going from left back to center back to help out the team a few games. But from left back, going to central midfield, and especially that type of left back, like he's not amazing on the ball. Like, he looks kind of clumsy at times. Like, for me, it's an insult towards Miretti. And I'm not saying Miretti is a finished article. Miretti will come in and be the savior. You play Miretti week in, week out. But we have two midfielders, Rabiot and Arthur, who are playing, I think, 7 games. The last 7 games, they all started. Rabiot even more, maybe. And you're not even using Miretti today? Not even today? Then when? Because next season, you have more midfielders. Players are coming back. Zakaria will be back soon. McKennie will be back next season. You want to bring in a midfielder. So at what point are we going to try to integrate those players? I think today will be the perfect moment to start them. I actually believe that. Because you started Ake away to Fiorentina. And people say, it's a Coppa Italia and the Serie A. There's more pressure and all those things. The stakes are higher. I do, but cannot Miretti not play at home against Salernitana? Again, I'll bring up the Liverpool, but not Liverpool, Chelsea. They take those risks with those players, and they're competing. They're winning titles. They're winning Champions League, Premier League titles, and they're chucking in those youth players, and they're still playing, like Curtis Jones, name it. They're still playing. They try it out. If it works, it works. If it doesn't work, they move on. But if you're never going to try it, then what's the point? I watched the under 19s play Liverpool under 19s, and I forgot the name about the Liverpool player, but he made 9 first team appearances for Liverpool. He played a good minutes of games. Not 1 minute here, 5 minutes there, some good minutes also. And I watched him on that field. And I compared it with Miretti. I'm like, you're not even close. And you have 9 appearances for Liverpool's first team. You're not even close to Miretti. Like, I don't want to overhype Miretti, but it was not even close. Like, what he did, what he was able to do on the ball, and what Miretti, it's a world of a difference. So I'm like, surely you can play for us. No? When we have 2 midfielders fit only? Not even now? If I were Miretti, I would go to the manager and I'm like, this is not going to work. I need to go in the summer. Maybe I need to go more on a loan deal. Like, not just a loan deal. Because when am I going to get a shot? And he will look at Fagioli, who is highly rated. I think Miretti is a better talent, but that's a different subject. He will look at it and say, okay, he's around the first team for 2 years, but he's not getting a shot. a chance. He went away on loan to Cremonese, where he's playing now, but he's not getting a shot. It's not like, yeah, he's around the team, but like he's not playing. So I think he will be looking at this situation, and he will be like, okay, I have Fagioli as how do you want to say that, as an example of how things probably will go. I will probably be around the team, not play at all. Then I need to go on loan to Serie B and take that step, all those steps. If I were him, and I'm like, okay, Allegri's going to be 3 years. I see what he's doing. Why do I need to stay? When I can go to a team who are going to believe in me, going to play me more, and I can actually my career can take off properly. So if he's not playing now, when 2 midfielders are fit, I don't see whenever he's going to play for us or get a shot. I don't see it. So apparently it's Danilo, and if it's not Danilo, it probably will be Bernardeschi or something like that. We all know that. And for me, I have an issue with that. But it is what it is. That's the lineup. Is it good enough to beat Salernitana? Yes. Will it be easy? No. It won't. If that's the lineup, we will struggle. I think we will win with a minimal margin. I said 1-0. But looking at that lineup, it doesn't scream we're going to beat Salernitana easily. For me, it doesn't. Also, going off the previous games, nothing is easy for us, if you're being honest. So yeah, that's the lineup for our last game before international break. Let me know in the comments what you think about this lineup, about potentially playing Danilo in midfield or Bernardeschi instead of giving Miretti finally a chance. And also, what is your score prediction? Because it's the last one, as we said. So it's the last score prediction for the coming 2 weeks before we're back. The next game is Inter at home after international break. So yeah, let me know in the comments what you think. Result, the Danilo Miretti thing in midfield. Like this video as always, so that will help us out a lot. Subscribe to the channel, hit that bell notification to stay up to date for our latest videos, and scan the QR code on the screen for the Sportening app. And then we will see you after the game, as always. Yeah, have a good night, day. See ya.